Hey everyone, Rob from Karma Comic Chameleon coming at you with another Ask Reddit thread. What was your wittiest comeback that you're still proud of? Let's jump right into it. My mom was asking about my daughter and her boyfriend. Are they gonna get married? I'm just not ready to be a great grandmother. Well, you could try being a good one first. Mom 1, Nan 0. This wasn't a comeback but a witty burn for sure. On the bus in high school, a girl, who frequently annoyed me with her loud storytelling, was telling everyone about how she was getting hit on by one of the trash collectors while waiting for the bus. Typically I was the quiet kid who kept to myself, but this time I chimed in with, I think he was just trying to do his job. My first gold and silver, thank you strangers. It's always the quiet ones who cook the meanest roast. Getting my license to sell alcohol in a new area. Magistrate had been refusing people all morning, and the police officer supporting my application knew this guy refused everybody, so we'd apply another day, but I still had to go up and be questioned. Part of getting a license is that there are people you are not allowed to serve. One of these is known prostitutes. He asked me to list all the people to not serve. Me concluding my list, and, known ladies of the evening. You mean ladies of the night? Me, obviously I go out a lot earlier than you, Your Honor. Not really an insult, but a buddy of mine burned his forehead on an engine and someone asked him what happened. I told them my belt buckle was really hot. When I was in high school, a girl that I had dated for a while and broke up with called me about 3 months afterward. I picked up the phone and said, hello? And she immediately said, I just want you to know that I'm having much better sex now. I replied with, well, tell your dad I said congratulations, and hung up. I have never been that witty since. My husband, he's a big fella, said, don't touch what you can't afford, to me once when I slapped his butt. I instantly replied, not if I'm paying by the pound. I didn't mean to be nasty, it just plopped out before I could stop it. He probably remembers that one in the middle of the night when he can't sleep. Guy walks into my bar with brown robes on. I ask, what's with the robes? You just get out of a Renaissance fair? He replies, no, I'm a Carmelite priest. I exclaim, I'll be damned. He answers, I hope not. He totally got me in front of the whole bar. My then girlfriend and I were arguing over something petty. You're heartless. Only because you stole it. She awed and then went back into argue mode. One of the greatest comebacks ever witnessed was from a friend of mine who had blacked out drunk on the sofa at a party and had been basically unconscious for over an hour. Other friend walks in and lets us know that some of the girls we know are coming, one who my friend didn't like. He shouts, hey Chris, your girlfriend will be here soon. He rolls over, eyes still closed, and grumbles out, I didn't know your mom went out this late. Rolls over, back to sleep. Father working on the roof, wind blows the ladder over. Him, well, item user, I guess this means I'm counting on you now. Me, don't worry dad, I won't let you down. He nearly fell off the roof laughing so much. Haha, you dad joked your dad. And dad even had the high ground. Late to the game, but at Thanksgiving one year, my whole family was sitting around talking, and winning contests came up. One of my brothers looked at me and snarked, oh yeah, made with real gingers? What was the last thing you ever won? I looked around the room at all my blood relatives and answered, by the looks of it, the genetic lottery. Edit, thanks so much for my first ever silver. Not me, but a friend of mine. As students, a group of townies were shouting abuse at us. My buddies shouted abuse back and one of them said, you're playing a dangerous game, do you know who my dad is? My friend responded, no, do you? Graduated college 2 years ago and I'm currently working a rather boring desk job to save up money for grad school. My boss has a great doggo that I will periodically walk because I feel bad that it just sits next to me all day without going out much. Anyways, I had some college friends come visit me, some of which I'm not huge fans of, and one girl says, hey, how's your job picking up dog poop? I think she must have seen my Snapchats or something. I was a little caught off guard by this comment though, we were never super close in college or anything. Luckily I knew that she still doesn't have a job and is working on her music career. I responded with, good. Speaking of dog poop, how's your music career going? Still feel good about that one. Her music sucks. One that I actually said out loud or just something I thought of a year later in the shower? The afterthought ones are usually the best. At a party, my cousin was once boasting how much his new girlfriend changed him. She is so great, because of her I learned so many new words. Me, like water and soap. I, male, was about to cross a road with a few friends, all female. A car passed by with a bunch of dudes, windows down. They were catcalling my friends, whistling and shouting, hey sexy, and such. I was shouting back, aw, thank you. The girls burst in laughter and the guys looked confused, didn't have a comeback themselves, and just drove off. Not extremely witty, but I loved that moment. Random teacher, what would you do if you were as pretty as me? Me, get plastic surgery. I was arguing with an Air Force colonel who thought I answered to him. I told him legally he had no authority over me. He said I was being insubordinate. I replied, I can't be insubordinate if I'm not your subordinate. I would love to know his response. Some say OP is still mopping up the rain to this day. I had just turned 7 the day before, and I was in the car with my mom and brother after school. My brother and my mom were arguing over something, and my mom said, I wasn't born yesterday, to my brother. I replied saying, I was. It was a good day. After screwing up at work, colleague, I'm not sure if it's because you're dyslexic or stupid. Me, I like to think it's a little bit of column A and a little bit of column 2. I used to work as a carpenter's assistant. For some reason, I bought myself a 22-ounce framing hammer, which is, to be honest, more hammered than you'll ever need. One guy I worked with was teasing me about it. A real carpenter doesn't need more than a 16-ouncer. I replied, you've been listening to your wife too much. Huh? She's been telling you size doesn't matter, right? I was the dealer on a roulette table. Customer, what do I get if the ball lands in a number besides the one I bet on? Me, my condolences. This one guy was hitting on me in middle school. He asked if I wanted to go on a date with him. I told him no. He said, I won't take no for an answer. I said, well, you should, because you'll be hearing it a lot. A guy was making fun of a very loudly printed shirt I wore in my late teens, this full-on cowboy mural abomination. I told him it was perfect for him because it had lots of pictures and no words. Me, my dad, and my brother were talking. My dad tells us that women can bend their back in a way that their face is in their crotch, but dudes can't. My brother proceeds to prove him wrong by bending over himself, to which I reply, is that why your breath stinks? Happened when I was 11-12 and used to swim a lot. Mom, you know we'd save so much money if you guys stopped drinking so much milk. Me, we'd save more if you stopped smoking. My friend was boasting about how great it was that he wasn't going to college and blah blah blah. I can't remember what he said specifically, but at one point he says, ask me in so many years, and I said, I will, and when I do, I'll ask for fries as well. My nephew is a good-sized kid. On our back porch, we have a bungee chair. He sat in it and said with surprise, oh, I didn't think it would sink that low. I said, normally it doesn't. Aw, dude, you bullied a fat kid. Once, when my service dog was actively helping me at a grocery store, a person in a wheelchair asked, can I pet your dog? I said, can I ride in your wheelchair? Idiot friend, you can't celebrate Christmas if you're not a Christian, bro. Me, you can't celebrate Valentine's Day if nobody loves you either, buddy. Once again, guys, this is Rob from Karma Comic Chameleon saying thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share the video with your friends. We'll see you in the next video.